Hi there, good morning. My name is April Lee with Chronically Me, Hope, Faith, and Thriving while chronically ill. This video is going to be short, and it is just basically based on what I believe is the cause of my CFS, fibromyalgia, so-called central sensitization, and gastroparesis. I have some other things as well, but these are the main things that I have. And a lot of people online and in person come up to me, and the only thing they know to say is that they believe that gluten and chemicals that you take in your diet are causing your fibromyalgia or your, the conditions that you have. And so that is not the case for me. I don't think that's the case for anyone, to be honest. Definitely processed food, chemicals, gluten, all those things can definitely cause inflammation and aggravate your body because they're not meant to be in your body. Now, the thing is that most of the world eats and ingests all this stuff, and they are not walking around with CFS, fibromyalgia, all the things that I have, and gastroparesis and all that. So right there, that can kind of tell you that the majority of people with what I have is not caused by gluten. I have been gluten-free for 10 years. Another thing is, I hear a lot about, you have emotional trauma, things that are like in your muscles and in your, I don't know, like in your nerves and all this stuff like built up in your body, which I do believe that can be true. I know that if you have a lot of anxiety, you can physically be paralyzed, where your body's in such shock it can't even function. So I understand that, and that is true for some people. Now, me personally, I did not have the most traumatic upbringing or life. I've had moments, I've had times, I've had things like everyone has. And I have dealt with those. I truly wish with all my heart that my health conditions were brought on by trauma or anything spiritually, anything, because spiritually I could pray that off of me and move on. And then if it was from trauma, from these things that I've dealt with, I would have been healed from that, because I've been to therapy multiple times in different ways for different things, and I bring everything to the Lord, and actually the conditions I have, He has used to heal me even deeper spiritually, and like dealt with things that I didn't even know I should deal with, just in my own things, not things that anyone's done to me, just myself. So I am in such a good place mentally and spiritually that I never thought possible. And I know that people walking around would give anything to be in a mentally healthy place and spiritual place that the Lord is allowing me to be in. So there's no way that is my cause, because I'm still have all my symptoms, but all I have now is more joy. I have a clear way of thinking, and I just want to help other people get to a place of loving who they are in God, and then loving who they are in themselves, and being like truly happy whether you hurt or not. Now, if yours is caused by trauma, and you go to therapy and you do all of those things that help release all of that, you most likely are going to be healed, and that is freaking awesome, because I would love that to be my cause. It is not. So I had endometriosis. I mean, it's hereditary. My mom had it, my grandma had it. I've had it since I basically was 12 years old until 39, and I had severe pain, like crippling pain every month. And that that condition caused a ton of nerve damage and was growing all over my nerves, all over my intestines, like all over my organs. And so I had something called a laparoscopic surgery. So they went in and they looked, and it was bad. They removed it all, took out some things, and then the adhesions and everything, and then within 6 months it was back. It was severe. It was like the highest level you can have. It was everywhere. It was so much growth in my pelvis that it was on nerves that you used to walk, and I could barely move. I was like walking around in extreme pain. Like every time I would move, I'd be pulling on a muscle or tearing something. And that is medically proven and seen that I had that. So the doctor was amazing, did a robotic surgery, went in there, got all that out, did a hysterectomy, and suddenly I felt incredible, and I had none of that pain. Way less than 6 months later, suddenly I had gastroparesis, which can be caused by the vagus nerve and nerve damage and other things. Then I had, with that, I had ended up developing chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, and something they call central sensitization, which is kind of intertwined with all of that. Now, because my body, and this is the theory, that it went from being in pain, this fight or flight mode of physical agony forever, my entire life basically, that it suddenly went without the pain, and then my I guess like something in my brain is telling my body, oh my gosh, we gotta be on high alert because she hurts all the time, we gotta fix that. So that's a theory. And then the other one is just from surgery, like just brought on from surgery. I know so many people that have had a basic flu and it brought on CFS, and then also like a surgery or something very basic and brought it on. And so those are most likely my causes. But I tell you what, I do believe that if this is something that is like trauma, it's my dog, trauma from emotional trauma, or just something in you spiritually, that number one, God can heal both of those if you go to him with that. And then also all the therapy they offer for those things are incredible. So those could really, really help you if that is your cause. If it's something like mine where it's just unknown, or more of a mechanical problem, or nerve damage that aggravated everything and then is making this kind of like in this fight or flight cycle, I don't know how long I'll have to be with this, but I know the things that I do have helped tremendously. I don't like taking a lot of medication. I try to limit prescriptions. I'm on something called LDN. It's an extremely low dose of medicine, and it's helped me with my inflammation from the endometriosis and the other things I have. So it's helped tremendously. And then therapy has helped great for helping me cope with the fact that I have this. Sorry, my robot thing. So anyway, there are ways to help yourself. Now, with mine, it is not caused by trauma. I've had trauma. I've dealt with trauma. I have never been happier in my life, ever. Like I have so much peace in the Lord, and I'm so excited to be making these videos. And just bringing you hope that whether you suffer or not, like God is good, life is good, things are gonna be fine. But I just want to, clarify that this is not my cause. Trauma is not my cause. But what's amazing is that the Lord has taken these physical conditions that I have and used it to bring me to an even healthier place than I already was, mentally, physically, spiritually, and all of that. And it helps me so much to cope with the feelings that I have of the pain. And even some of my pain is from my gastroparesis, which is a real condition. And so is fibromyalgia and all the other things I have. and then also old nerve damage. So I just want to clarify, because I know a lot of people reach out on the channel trying to help me, and I really appreciate it. But I just want to clarify that it is not directly related to trauma. It just is not. If it was, I'd be healed forever ago because of where I am, like how I feel. I could be having the most amazing day and be in excruciating pain. It's just not related for me. But I'm not, saying that that is not a cause, because I do believe it is. I really do. But anyway, that is not my cause. It's something related to after I had surgery, unfortunately, which leads me to believe that unless my body, I'm going to start going back to physical therapy and doing, all the physical therapies that they say work well, hopefully to calm everything down. My diet is great. Like, I do everything you're supposed to do. There's literally not one area I have not touched on, like physically, mentally, spiritually, medically. I've done it all. I have not, gotten sick, lied in bed and said, oh, this is my life, now what? No, I mean, I have gotten up and said, all right, how could I survive and thrive if I'm not going to get rid of this? Because when I first got it, my mission was, okay, fibromyalgia is a crock of crap and they don't know what's wrong with me, and I'm going to find it out. And I searched and searched and finally realized, like, it is real. And that then I was like, all right, I'm going to be the first one in America to find the cure. There is not one. There's so many causes of this thing, and it's so like intertwined with other conditions that there's not one answer. I'm sorry, there's not. You're not, not everyone is from trauma. Not everyone is from a surgery. Not everyone has gotten it from whatever. We're all different. So the reason I'm making this channel is to show you what works for me. It is not going to work for everyone. Everyone's different. Everyone's going to need something different, but I'm going to show you what works for me. My main goal on here is to just bring you hope and joy and love through God. Like, that's my main thing. Somehow it all intertwines with everything else because I'm chronically ill, but I'm chronically happy. I am happy. Like, God is amazing. I have a good life. I have a wonderful husband. I have beautiful children. I have awesome family. I have so much to be grateful for. And this illness and these other 8 that I have are not going to control my life. They're not going to ruin my life. They're not going to take my life. They're not going to be the center of my life, but I'm going to take them and I'm going to let God do something awesome with them, in the sense of giving me direction and showing me what works that might help someone else, and then bringing you hope and God. That's it. So you guys are welcome to share anything that's worked for you. I am very open-minded. I really am. I sound like I'm not, but I am. But I just have to tell you, I have spent every waking moment researching every avenue of what would fix me. And for me, I have found this really good toolkit, so to speak, that is really helping me, because like I said, I was crawling from the bed to my shower and crying because I could not lift my arms to shampoo my hair, and crawling back and having to lay there the whole day so I can get out of bed and get in the car and get my kids from school without crashing my car or looking like I'm completely high on drugs or drinking, walking to get them. So I've come a long way. And that's all because of my research and the direction God led me to get to this place. So I just want to encourage you on here. Number one, I am not a medical professional. I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm none of that. So anything I say, I want you to research, ask your doctor, question everything, research on your own. I am not, here to be your doctor or the one all be all of information. I'm just sharing with you what works for me. I went from completely bedridden to functioning, not who I was. I am not the way I was. I cannot do what I did. And when I'm on here, I look like I could probably do a full day of like a million things. I cannot do that. I just look like I can. And you'll see me, and you've seen already the videos where I look like I'm literally trying to like struggle to breathe because you can see the pain in my eyes. So it's all still here. And it's just not brought on by trauma. It's not. I never felt more free in my life, and that is because of God. So, man, if you feel bound and you feel trapped and you feel just lost, you can do all the therapy. You can talk to every neuroscientist on the face of the earth and read every book in the world, and you're never going to get the full recovery and healing and deliverance that you will get with God. So read the books, do all that too, but open the Bible and reach out to your Father. God bless you. Bye.